What is going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in on the Naked Man podcast. Guys, this has been a wild ride of doing things here. Sorry I haven't been posting lately. It has been crazy in my world, and let me explain. Cheers. So today I want to talk about some things on what successful people do. And I consider myself a successful person, and that's because my results are in the doing of my actions. And it has proven. I've taken extreme risks to get to where I am in my life, in my business, and with my teams. And let me explain with this. So what I do is I own one of the largest transportation companies in 3 of the counties of my neighboring county in the party bus sector specifically. In 2019, I had a pretty big downfall that I had to go not once, but twice that I leveraged my house to stay afloat. This last year, I maxed out every single credit card. I took out business credit lines. Square gave me a loan and everything that sometimes the sacrifices are the greatest thing on your journey. And I only can speak on my experience, and that's what I try to speak on in this channel is what I have actually done and what has worked for me and how did I get to the place that I am right now that we are doing and reaching the heights of our business. So one of the things I want to talk about is your network. Your network, your net worth is what I always say. Successful individuals that I have had the privilege of encountering myself along my journey has literally dictated of how successful I have actually been. And I've used their experiences and applied it into my own life on what they have done themselves. And that's the thing that I like talking about is what I've done. And what I feel like with so many things on social media in today's world is a lot of people are just Google researchers, or they read a book, or they listen to another podcast, and then they create this whole video of things that they haven't even done in their life. And that's the problem that we are living in today's society is there is no factual evidence on what people are actually talking about, on giving advice to people. And they just built these businesses on selling courses on things that they have never done before. But guys, the thing that I want to go back to, I know I rant, I know I ramble on this thing, so thanks for staying with me if you are. The things that I've learned with these individuals is that they have a skill, and some people have a hard time doing this. But the true masters of what I've learned is that they say no more often than they say yes to things. Now, before you get your panties in a wad, hear me out on what I'm going to say today. These individuals possess a unique ability to decline opportunities, requests, and distractions more often than they say yes to them. Now, you might be wondering, why is this an ability so crucial on making decisions when they obviously seem like opportunities for yourself? And that's because I know this doesn't make sense here. So let me elaborate on this. When you say no unapologetically to everybody, one, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to explain yourself because you are the one in charge. Not the experts, not the advisors, and not even your fucking bank. I say this all the time. I will either be ultra successful or they will have to make me file for bankruptcy. I'm the master of my universe. The bank needs me. The people need me. I don't need them per se. But I do like the people that create corporations, businesses, and the entrepreneur side because they know what they are doing because of the doing of the doing. Does this make sense? So guys, anyways, when you are actually saying yes to your own progress in life, that is winning to me. You aren't selling out. You're not selling out to somebody else on their vision. You are building your vision here. And too often, we hesitate to utter the word no, fearing that we may come across as rude, mean, or basically a piece of shit asshole. However, the truth is quite the opposite here, guys. By saying no, you are not being selfish or ill-intentioned either. Rather, you are being direct and efficient in the process that you are moving towards. You are demonstrating to the whole world now that you do not beat around the bush, but rather you mean business and move with purpose. It has taken me personally a substantial amount of time to comprehend the power of no myself. Yet once I started implementing it in my own personal life, remarkable transformations started to occur for me, and my businesses started to thrive. Not only did I benefit from this personally, but those around me also experience positive changes in their lives. Too often we say yes to so many things in our lives personally, but those around me also experience positive changes in their lives. Too often we say yes to so many things in our lives that we deplete ourselves, that there is nothing left to even offer to the closest people around us, or our ideas, or our own personal health that is suffocating because we are suffocated by everybody else. So the longer you avoid saying no simply because we fear difficult conversations, the longer we delay peace and productivity in our lives, is what I'm saying here. Now, I only can go off my own personal experience on this, guys. So I said yes to a lot of things in 2023. And at the end of 2023, I was actually depleted physically, mentally, and my resources. I donated way too much money. I've let all these people have their say in what I'm doing. And I said, enough is enough. In December, I was going to close everything down. I'm being honest here. I was going to close everything fucking down because I was done with it. I was done with the drama. I was done with the headaches. And then I remembered my purpose. And I stuck to my purpose in my life and I moved forward. And I said, in 2024, I'm bringing the fucking sword. And guess what? I exploded. I took out all the loans, like I previously said in the beginning of this thing. I bought multiple vehicles. I hired multiple people. And I started marketing very heavily. And I had my training team re-educated on selling and selling hard. And I'm sitting in the place of experience that I was going to give up. I was going to throw in the towel, and I said enough was enough. I was going to cash in my chips, and I was going to hope that there was going to be at least something left over for me to move on to a different course of direction. But I'm glad I stuck it out, because in 2024, I'm declining the opportunities that do not align with my goals and my priorities. We create space for the things that truly matter here. So let us embrace the power of no, guys. Embrace it and witness the drastic positive changes that await for you, just like it did for me. And I'm going to end it with this, guys. You know what everyone will fear most when you start saying no and focusing on your self-development and your purpose in your life? That you are becoming fit, you are becoming intelligent, you are becoming skilled, you are becoming successful, kind, unifying human being who, despite their own imperfections, try their fucking best to set a great example for everyone else around them and works with their neighbors to make the world a better place. And that's my purpose here, to be an example and to help others along their path. Now, they hate that. The haters hate that because they know that's what they ought to do as well. And so instead of focusing on themselves, instead of having their own self-development mentally, spiritually, and physically to help them to get to the financial part, they rather focus on another individual and say this or that on why they're in that position. So guys, remember, personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion of the societal norms that we put on ourselves from the government, from the school system, from our parents even, and so forth. So guys, stick and stay to the thing that you want to do in your life, and it will bound to pay eventually. I don't know if it's going to work out, but it's a matter of when it would work out if you do not quit. I've wanted to quit many times in my business career path or journey or whatever you want to call it. But I sticked and stayed because I knew it would pay eventually, and I'm so glad I fucking did throughout the years and that. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I know I ramble. I know I whatever out here, but I'm just trying to help And if you like this message, if you like what I'm saying here, guys, it would mean the world to me if you subscribed and give this video a like as well to help the algorithm out. Cheers, and I'll see you next time.